Alright, we'll try this again. I tried to go live already, but hopefully all good things are too, so we'll try this again. This is, of course, recreating Animal Kingdom in Walt Disney World, Orlando. And, we've already recorded 2 episodes on this, which has taken quite a while. But this is the park so far, right about here, which it's coming along. It's quite far from being done, but of course, this is it takes a while. I think I've spent some good, I don't know, 20 odd hours probably plus, just on the building of this, and probably some more in the editing phase and looking through menus in order to find the right piece for any given building structure. We got the Rainforest Cafe over here with probably the piece that I'm most pleased with myself, which is this. Doesn't really, it's limited amounts of resemblance, but there is some resemblance, which is good. And of course, we got the ticketing booths, which is where you can buy your tickets. Then you got the ticket scanning over here. Got I think it's guest relations on this side, might be the other side. And then onwards you get through. You got some these are supposed to be maps, map stands. There are I think the green ones at least are ladders. Not sure what these top ones are. Sign bracket. Yeah, so we're being a little bit creative with what fits where and how to put things in, but if it works, as they say. Now, I figure we will work onwards up this way here because that's the most finished side of things, and what we'll do is we'll keep working on this barrier. One of the things that's taken the most time is actually getting this barrier on the backside here to actually work. And the reason why is this barrier here is it's going to keep the animals in. So that means that the area behind there is actually going to be, we can place the animals there. And there are animals there in Animal Kingdom. So it's good to have that there as well. But it's difficult to get it because you can't get it too close to the road. If I use this now, maybe I take that back. I should probably take that back. How do I remove that again? Get the there you go. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, now this leads off to a big solid rock of sorts. Now I've already had a little quick peek at this, and I believe that the temperate rocks would be the best fit. Although I don't think it's actually rocks in Animal Kingdom. It doesn't look like it. Might be some kind of fake rock. I don't know, but who knows? Welcome everyone who's joined in. Awesome to have you here. I am very humbled by your presence. I think we could possibly go something along the lines of this. Maybe we'll have some. There are some flora on like between the road and the enclosure. So there's this might be fine. Right about here. Maybe a little further in. And a little bit more. There we go. Good stuff. And then we'll probably want... We'll just put the fence in. Where's the end? Want the end piece? No? Okay. Is it this one we're using? Probably. Steel mesh? Yep. Onwards. Nope. Alright. There you go. For now, I'll just put it out there because I'm not 100% sure where it goes yet, but I think it like angles quite steeply off to the side there. Construction, no, nature, that's the one. we'll do this to begin with, and then we'll detail it with smaller rocks. Something along those lines. How tall is it? Maybe a little bit taller, but I think it like angles in towards the top. So that might be, you know, one step at a time, as they say. You're very familiar with, or if you're familiar at all with Animal Kingdom, there's like spots you want to see or stuff like that. We haven't gotten that far, but if there's anything in particular you would like to have a look at, which we've built so far, be sure to let me know in chat, and I'll happy to oblige. Basically, that's not the same one. Let's, can I just up against the side? There you go. There you go, just breaking it up a little bit, and there you are. You're looking. Well, I mean, maybe. At least a place to start. It is a start. Now, the fence also disappears into that. So, what did I do? Right, then we need some flora going in there as well. Both the fence and this, these ones here kind of stop here. And then kick off again on the other side. So, gardening, yeah, that would be the one. Not really flowers up here though. Yep, and oops. That. Maybe we should try and find some kind of. Well, it kind of just drops off into nothingness there, and it's actually the road actually kind of hits this on its own, so we could go ahead and just do that, and get all of them. That one. Squirrel relative, maybe. Like that. Oops. Alright, there we go. Then we need some kind of, you have such a thing in the game? Like a veins going down? Let's do everything. Let's expand this. That's just a tree, yeah. No. Nothing else works. We can use something like this, like, and just kind of hide it in between there. Plausibility. It's not a good one, but it's, you know, last resort kind of stuff. Or this one would also work out just fine, but again, not ideal. We'd love some kind of vine kind of scenario. Birch tree, yeah, you know. Here we go. That's why you can see them, because you'll have that selected. Oops. you go. I do believe there's like a couple that like slithers down a bit. And turn that around. Up you go, son. And angle it a little bit. Get in. Something like that. I'm getting along. And then, is that some kind of tree kind of scenario on top there? Oh, looks like it. This is the area we're working on. Just ignore this. Well, that was my first go at the Tree of Life, and I kind of abandoned it halfway through. But this is what the entrance area looks like. And then over here we got the Rainforest Cafe, which is functional. Just doesn't look much like the Rainforest Cafe inside. But oh well. And all of this, of course, is lit up during night. So, I mean, we haven't gotten that far yet, but what we've done, I feel, has been a decent level of accurate. I mean, with the game's limitations taken into account and all. Just doll you up a little bit, maybe out. Something like that. Maybe we can also find some kind of, where was it? It was further up, was it? There you go. No. This one? No. Still no. There you go. That's the one. And then just dial that down a little bit. Beautiful. I feel like it looks like there's some kind of tree kind of scenario on top there. Maybe I just have a bad image here. Like a bad frame. No, it looks like there's some kind of tree-esque scenario up top. Alright, I think we'll move on for now. There. I'm not happy with it, but not go all too nuts with the details yet. Alright, so we have a quick little these, yeah, they are duplicate. Along, please. That. How far should we go? Something like that to begin with? Perhaps? Do one more. The last one is actually angled somewhat. The last piece of it. Do something like that. And then you actually a barrier and looks like just continues up here. We'll do that. And we'll try to find some way to like race it up on a stone kind of scenario here. have such a thing? Like a planter that would do the job, or because I've manually made all the stone detail-y stuff we got so far. And I believe this would be too small for that. Oh, we got dead vines? Oh, hello. I'll put you there, and I'll try to remember to possibly see if we can fit it somewhere here. Free fern? Alright. Still not what I'm looking for, though. Nope. Alright, what we'll do is we'll cheat a little bit. You can choose the long one, though. That will be fine. Then we'll do something along these lines. Something like that, and a short one, please. That was a thick one. There you go. That's a small one. And that kind of disappears into some kind of L'Oreal heaven. That's what you'd call it. Definitely what you'd call it. Oh, hang on. All right. Where's my lamps? There it is. Let's grab that, duplicate it. Put one more or less like here, I think. There we are. Oh, there's some stonage here too. We got our first sign up here. What are we coming up to? Discovery Island and something to be not 100% on that. Right, you. For me? Well, there's not much dead vines though, is it? Oops. Zoom out. No, there's not. Right, but didn't I have the other kind of lamp thingies as well? Kind of hanging ones? No, I didn't. Did I think I might have made some over here. No, no, I didn't. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Alright, we'll see about making those. They're kind of like arching kind of lamp. I'll have to make those. But that will be from scratch, and that's going to take a while to find pieces and do all the stuff that goes with it. So for now, I think we'll just keep on working here. Keep on keeping on. Right, so we'll need some, it looks kind of like very steep rock formation type deals. Taja. I think we might just do that. Angle it a little bit. No, actually not. The closest one there seems to be quite great. It seems to be building a little bit in thickness as well. Can I grab several of these? Any chance? There you go. Duplicate them and increase the height. Nice. I'm not caring too much about these because they will be hidden behind trees and such things. There we are. And give me some trees. Let's see. Kind of a lot of vines, stuff. You know, trees growing downwards. That's kind of obscuring it, it seems. Do we have where was that? It was further down, wasn't it? Because I scrolled for forever earlier. bamboo bush. Alright, nice. It actually obscures quite a bit, but it's not stuff. Could just do something like that, except for it's too big. Too wide. There we go. We are, and then turn. Now, what would we call that? I feel like banana. Don't we have that? Banana. We do. Then again, those are quite big. Put that there. What are you though? Aloe vera, small. Well. Oops. Where's my brain? And just even this out so we don't have the grass kind of sticking up all over the show. Here we go, nature, and give me some more of that. See, now they disappeared. No, they didn't. There they are. Alright, and then furnace, yeah, there you go. That's more like it. Beautiful. Do we have some kind of what are you? Yeah, that will work here too. Let's go in like there. Yeah, that works. Let's grab that. Move it closer to there. Maybe a little bit further away and put some trees and something in between here. I think. We could move this and then move it all the way closer. There we go. And then select you. Step for you. There you go. A little bit. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm getting encoding errors, but at least audio-wise, it seems to be doing its job. Let's we can't. Oops, wrong one. Sure. Feels a little empty here, so we need some more stuff on this side, and preferably something that builds out a little bit as well. I'd like to dial you all the way down. We could go with something smaller though. That one, for example. Something like that. Yeah, we'll grab that. We want something, yeah, that'll be fine. Maybe a little bit this way as well. And I still feel like the top there needs to be more obscured somehow. Same time, I'm not so sure I'm digging the hole. I'm so sure I'm digging that. What are we using over here? That would be the same kind of thing. Yeah. Banana? No. Well. No. Move a little bit further back. What are we looking at here? When I'm looking at it on Google Maps from this angle, I cannot see that there's stone here. You have to go to like this side before you see kind of into it. That's not the case right now. What I think we'll do is we'll put some kind of trees on the side here, and that one like a little bit further back, like that. Like that. Are you clipping through now? Or do I care? Maybe. Maybe. But not for right now. That was a very small bush. Very tall tree. Carpet moss? No. Nope. 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 Well, how about something like that? Just like a carpet in the background? Sort of thing? Not necessarily, you know, all too realistic, but, you know, having just stuff flying in the middle of the air. But, oh well. No flowery thingies. Oh, this will work beautifully. Excellent. What was that called? Mountain bamboo? Alright, I'll try to keep that in mind. It works very well for like obscuring the sightlines. It's beautiful. What kind of trash cans did I use? In Planet Coaster, someone went ahead and they made like custom made Walt Disney or Disney World, Magic Kingdom kind of trash cans. I use these ones. See, they don't look like the thing. But I suppose it's what we'll go for now. And I need to figure out something with the path here as well, because it's not. Can I, if I were to do that, and width increase that? Oh, see, that's snapping to grid right there, right? That will be why it's a bit difficult. Do we need it on a grid right now? I'd say no. This is probably a good spot to break the grid. Alright, what if I did that and default grid? Why can I not like it's snapping to the fence, right? Do we want that? Sure. Sure thing. Something like that. That will be fine. Why are you snapping this way? I don't get it. Alright, so on the other side of that, it goes off to the left. I think that's towards the I'm not gonna say towards the Tree of Life because I might be wrong. but it might be towards the Tree of Life. And I think we'll go ahead and dial that back in size. Put it say there, and if I were to do that, that would work. Oops. Something along those lines there. Yeah, and then that might be a little tight actually. Let's yeah, let's do that. Then we can hide that away with what's on the other side here, which is another fence, right? Some more rock formations. Okay, okay. At least now I know what we're working with on this side of things. Alright. Just wondering whether or not we might be, you know, squeezing things together a little bit much right now. Not 100% that, but most time will tell. Now the rock formation here is a bit more open, so we'll try to accommodate that. Nature and rocks, please. Temperate. I'm just gonna kind of outline things. Yeah, probably something like that, and then it kind of sticks out a little bit into the then we'll see what else happens behind there. Where to go with this one, maybe? Like there, and move backwards a little bit. And it does kind of lean downwards a little bit. Let's do something like that, maybe, and then maybe detail the rocks a little bit more as well. Actually, that will raise you up a little bit, and then angle you like that, and up you go. World axis there, and that was a very like perfect line though. It's not really. Oops, wrong one. The top one. There you go. World axis again. Well, it made it better. It didn't make it great, but it made it better. I think. Nature and Asia. Temperate. Yes. Just hide the edge of the path there. A little bit. Here we are. Yep, works out. Works out for me. Something like this. You just break it off a little bit. Because right now it's pattern, right? Because it's the same kind of rock all over the show. Or the same couple of rocks all over the show. Just adding some things like these just breaks off the pattern a little bit. See, this looks very different than, well, looks ugly for now. But I mean, it's a work in progress. It's something we'll get to fixing. It this way as well, maybe some of that, because it seems to be very flat there. I can't really see it because there's some people leaning over it on Google Maps, but it's fine. It's fine. Something like that. There are some kind of flowery substances there as well. I keep building and then looking over, and we get like further and further away from where the camera is, and I keep forgetting to like move the camera forward because I'm thinking I'm looking at a still picture, which I am, but the still picture, it's a lot of still pictures. Oh, there's actually a fence there. Uh-huh. And that fence looks different from all the other fences we've been doing. What does it say? Rhinoceros iguana? Alright. Interesting. I see the devil. Huh. Alright. Alright. So there's is that its own enclosure? It might be. Seeing how there's just one plaque of information here, I would imagine it might be its own little enclosure. Can we like, is it possible to stand here and see that side, or no? That's my question right now. I'd say no. That's behind some rocks, and that looks like it's like part of this rock formation right here. So we'll need to like carve that out this way, like make its own little enclosure right here. And honestly, I haven't played around with the zoo enough to know what kind of animals are in here. By you can't see that. Where's the marketplace? There's like a place to buy. Right, we can look at this for now. Can I just search for iguana? We can, and we do have a couple of iguanas. We have the green iguana and the lesser Antillean. This looks more like it. All right, so we're going with this one. Critically endangered, right? This is a game though, so we'll be fine. Nature. Let's like make some kind of like this is not going to be the actual thing. Actually, you need to go over here and have a look. What does it look like here? There's a lot of like trees and bushes and stuff in between, so it's a bit hard to tell, but I would imagine that the rocks aren't actually that far away. All right, can we take that there? No, I think we need more space than this. Just move it and put it there. Alright, something like that. We should be able to hide it in that space. How big is this? Not that big. Not that big. And then I don't know this for sure, but I would imagine it kind of looks like it comes back more or less there. Alright, something like that will be our urban enclosure. That looks very small though. Is an animal living in there? It's very cramped. But okay, how does it have any we'll go in here again. Yes. Nature and habitat. Exhibits. Oh, it's in an exhibit. That might be this though. Maybe. Group size 1 to 2. All right, that's not that much. Can I not see like how big do they want their enclosures? 50 to 60% humidity, temperature 26 to 31. That's fine. Boundary requirement. Pivot. Is that one of those habitats? Yeah, small animal exhibit. Right, let's just get a trade center real quick. Yeah, I already got my this is like my admin stuff, because in Fantasy you need like power stations and stuff. I believe you can turn it off. I left it on because I feel like it adds a little bit to the difficulty or of recreating it, because Disney also needs to think about these things, right? So so that's kind of why I left it in there. Staff facilities, is that where I find it? Quarantine, staff room, research, trade center. There you go. Put this here, like there. What is this building? Staff room, ×2. Beautiful. Where do I search? Is there not such a thing as search here? Alright, giant, Goliath, green iguana. Alright, so that's an exhibit. Not ideal. But we looked at the other one though. Lesser Antillean iguana. That's also an exhibit. Darn it. We can't get those animals in there. It is an iguana in there. We'll just have to fake it. Pretend like it's there. Nature, rocks. Fill with the tempered stuff, please. There you go. Let's look from this side. We'll get rid of that one. And that one. Don't need that. We'll go ahead and push this. Oops, not that far. And down and in. And yeah. To make the like the curve off to the grassland, kind of more feel more natural. Get rid of you and you and you. Filters and continent. No, biome. There you go. Temperate. Good stuff. Actually, just get rid of all these smaller rocks. That area. There you go. No! It looks kind of smooth, that surface on the other side there, so we'll go ahead and something like this. Yeah, that's the spot right there. I mean, these are probably not actual rocks, right? They're probably just made stuff that's made to look like rocks. I'm guessing. But I do not know for certain. We'll do, I mean, even though it's kind of obvious that it's built to look like real rocks, not actually being real rocks. They've still, left some unevenness in there, right? In order to make it look somewhat realistic. Now we need to terraform a little bit before you go too nuts with this. Terrain tool. What even is this? Terrain stamp tool. No. Right, and size down. That was maybe a little. There you go. It seems to be dug down a fair bit. We'll go ahead and do that as well. We'll dig down a fair bit. How deep are we? Not all that deep yet. We'll try to get some water featuring here as well, because I would imagine they got that. See how they. All right. Yeah. No. Keep it there. Yeah. Do we have like a paint of rocks? Yes. There we are. Nature. And you can come down a little bit further. Beautiful. And then probably something on the other side as well. I mean, it looks like it's kind of an overhang on the rock face here. We'll try and put that in as well. A little bit of it at least. How's that looking? Not too great. This way we can come back and do like a touch-up later on. But to start, I'm gonna guess that this will probably be the first enclosure that gets finished at some point. But move away from that real quick. So here again. Where are we at? Right, back that way. That goes into stone. The rock kind of Give me one of these. No. Go. Right, that's kind of a half circle of sorts. So let's try and make that happen. No. There, yes. Angle it, maybe a little bit more. The corner. There we are. Like this. There we go. Hello everyone, welcome so much to the stream. Hope you're having an absolutely awesome day, and that you're excited for some Planet Coaster, Planet Zoo, and the Animal Kingdom recreation. You haven't gotten that far yet. This is what it looks like at this very moment. There's some stuff back here as well, but we can just casually ignore that. We have the Rainforest Cafe over here. We got the ticketing booths over here, and we got the ticket scanning facilities here, which is you know, also present, which is made on videos. It's been like cut up and edited and stuff like that. And of course over here we this is how far we've gotten. There's still a lot to do. This is the iguana enclosure right here, still in the works, far from done. But I decided I needed a break from it real quick. But where do I have these? There you go. Duplicate that one. Dial this down a little bit closer, and there's one like over. All right. One around here somewhere as well. Fairly close together, and then there's one more like hereabouts. Yeah, more or less. Does this look right? Yeah, more or less. Let's continue upwards here. We are on our way to. It's tough to be a bug, and Discovery Island, where we're headed. Oops. What did I do? Alright, there you go. We need to figure something out with this, though. See, that's just all the way in there. Alright, what if I moved this tool, grab that. What if I just moved you a little bit closer and scooched that over a little bit? Kind of hide the spot right there. There you go. And that enters into some kind of stone facility again. Nature, and I'm not like doing the insane level of detail right now. I'm just going through it, kind of trying to move along a little bit in order to get kind of a greater variety of things to work on, because well, I haven't gotten that far into the park yet, and I want to get into the park. That seems to be a very, like, I feel like this here might be angled more this way. Let's have a look. Good satellite view, and let's have a look at it from a satellite view. Hopefully you can see it from a satellite view. You can't really, though. Are we all the way up there yet already? No. Either way, none of it should be angled this much that way. Should it? No, it shouldn't. I need to fix that. Well, of course, if this is the one, then sure, it kind of works, I suppose. Just goes around in a circle. Then it shouldn't be sign for it, though. I got a bit uncertain. If I were to put the guy there, where are we? That's where we're at. Right, if I go up this way, where do we get to? The other side? Yeah, the other side. All right. All right. This is. I'm just looking at the Google Maps and trying to figure out how this is working out. All right. So this road here is actually angled a lot more upwards, but I suppose we'll just have to try and fake it. And then that has to curve quite aggressively over to get to there at some point. See, that angle right there is kind of the angle this should have had. And then it kind of angles that way. Because it kind of like meets up more or less in the middle here and goes across the river. Right? Right, here's the river, and there's the bridge. Yeah, and how is that compared to the entrance ability? Oh no. Yeah, that's kind of like, right, so this road meets that road more or less, you know, here somewhere, right? Which means that the angles here are way off. I suppose, yeah, all of this should have been more angled that way. So I mean, we'll try and fake it, try and make it look somewhat, you know, resemblant. Can we do anything about this now? Make it look, well, I mean, we could use this road here, I suppose. That kind of goes off into nowhere at this point. And move this to the side a little bit. That would take care of it. We'll do that. Alright, so this will be, I mean, that will be a very small angle. I'll look at it. How well, I mean, this road kind of continues onwards, and then, yeah, no, I'm falling more and more for this plan we got right here. So I think we'll, oops, what did I do? Yeah, that's all right. Yep, this is the one we're going with. And get away from that one and over to this one. Dial that back to 6, I think it was. All right, we'll just angle that way for now. Fade again. We'll do that for now, and then go ahead and select that. That was too much. Do it this way, it should be fine. How should we do that? I'll put it there, and then we'll just tear it apart and redo it. Alright, so you need quite a bit of an angle. You continue onwards up there, so that I might be able to save it with that. Maybe. You know what? What we'll do is we'll grab that, bring that over here. We'll find some kind of smaller rock for it, but for now we'll do that, and then we'll like that, maybe. All right. You are a small rock, and that one. Do that. We want it angled a little bit more, maybe? Yeah. Oh, this was difficult when you screw it up. And it's, you know, fairly early in the park, but it's been a lot of hours getting here. Just not really... Don't want to go back and redo all too much, right? No. There you go. It is. Both of them. There you go. Thank you. And can we get away with that? It would be absolutely awesome if that was if we can get away with that. All right, yeah. Well, once again, not great, but it could have been worse. Could have been so much worse. And at least now we're, I wouldn't say on point for where we want to go, but we're closer to it than what we were. You need to come up a little bit. Oh. You too. Up a little bit. There you go. I mean, like, going through that road, which is here, it does, when you're near, it kind of feels like it's, you know, a little bit cramped and cozy, so to speak. Sounded a bit weird, but I don't know. In a way, it kind of works. In a way, it kind of definitely doesn't. Flippin' heck. Alright, well, I mean, if we can do what needs to be done on here and not have like empty spaces, then we shouldn't be too far away from where we want the roads to meet up. And of course, going on the other side, we know where we are ending up, so I mean, that might help out. One can at least hope, right? There we are. Right, yeah, alright, so this is, but there are flora on the ground there. Right? Yes. There's like rocks hanging over. Alright, okay. I think we'll try and angle this a little bit more. There you go. Then there will be flora kind of lining the edges here. How far does this extend? Alright, and there's a cave entrance. Right, and then there's like exhibits and stuff. Okay, can we not get that way? No, we can't. Alright. I'm trying to get a good, decent view of what we're about to build. Right, okay. Alright, I think I got some amount of idea here. Alright, so we're going along. Right? We'll angle this a little bit, I think. So you'll be angled a little bit that way and in. We'll be going a little bit in. and you'll be going a little bit in. Is there's gonna be like space enough for a tree here, right? Like there, about. See, this is not enough space, right? So we'll stretch it a little bit. What we're calling this, right? And then there comes the cave entrance, right? Holy smokes, this is gonna be so damn cramped. Got the whole map to play with, and this is already getting cramped. All right, we'll just signalize that this is gonna be the cave entrance right here. I know this is not really a great cave entrance, but there you go. And then that actually looks kind of round on the other side. All right, kind of a roundish kind of. Do you maybe want to angle that a little bit so you don't like, or do we just fake it as a cave? Because if we fake it as a cave, we got enough space. If not, we might need to either angle this road here a little bit more. How is it angled in real life? It does actually take quite an aggressive turn. All right, and it turns around a enclosure here. So I think what we'll do is we'll dial this back a little bit, dial it down to 6 again. That, I think we can angle it even more and still call it. There you go. Alright, something like that. Which means we just bought ourselves some extra space. It's not yet though. Which means that, oh, this is just wonderful. Now I do believe that there's like water here where my mouse is right now. I believe, hey Minifilms, awesome to have you here. It's been a long time. Mostly because I've been quiet, but it's beautiful to have you here. One of my first subscribers, I believe. At least like top. You've been here for quite a while, and it's beautiful to have you back or have you here. Yeah, I also had Planet Zoo for quite a while, but I haven't played it as much as I planned to. I feel like I'm missing the coasters, right? Right, but I believe you can like see the water here when you enter the cave. I believe you can like see the water side. Just wondering if we can fake it here. We could try. We could try. If I were to go down here, because it seems to be somewhat aggressive of a downhill, curve here. Yeah, I believe 200 or so was probably more or less, if not earlier. It's actually incredibly humbling to have you still with us here on the channel, because that's some dedication right there. There you go. That cave entrance is going straight into the water. No. Alright, might have to rethink this. This might... Alright, we'll stretch this even further. Or do we stretch the road? No, we'll stretch the rock formation here a little bit further. You'll come out here and to thereabouts. Alright, we'll try something like that. B and there and how's it going these days, Minifilms? You doing all right? Yeah, I think we can jerry-rig this to work somehow, right? You and oh, I can't do it when there's water there, right? keep clicking the wrong one. Maybe a little bit more aggressive with the that. Give me water. Wait, can we? If I put barriers and glass barrier, if I put that, you know, say here to just for, you know, trial and error here. If I did that and put water in here, would it stop? It would. Beautiful. Beautiful. We might be saved. Might be saved. Alright. Can we get a path down there? Alright, you might need to work a little bit on the terrain there first. Alright, can we start to smooth this one? Smooth that. Size it up. Intensity up. That's not smoothing anything. Nothing is being smoothed right now. Right, push. Oh, because the thingy is in the way. Right. Get that back. Yes, oops. Oopsie daisy. Get rid of the water. Get rid of this thing. Delete. Alright. All of it. Can I not double click? No. It reminds me of Two and a no, not 2.5 Men, but what's it called? Modern Family. Double click. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Where's the terrain? There you go. Smooth and slice it down. I don't want to eat too much of this. See? Yeah, I completely agree. Terraforming is a pain, but I do believe it's a little bit better in Planet Zoo than it was in Planet Coaster. Planet Coaster was just a mess, and especially with the with water as well. Water in Planet Coaster is just ridiculous. Right, if I were to put a path in here now, would it actually conform to the terrain too uneven to place? Right? There you go. There you go. Well, do we need it further than that? Maybe not. Well, it would be beautiful if we could get it a little bit longer. Length? That doesn't matter because it's coming off of the road. Right? Can I, what if I did, how far down can I go? There, still not really, I want it further down. Terrain, smooth this out a little bit. Can I now move it further down? No. Not really. How come? Alright. We'll just have to deal with it for now. Maybe one day. I keep saying that. Maybe one day we'll come back here and try this again. I suppose then you probably want the barrier to kind of go, oh, there you go. Yep. Something like that. What if I put water in there now? How high up could I get it? Alright, well, I mean, ideal, no. But it's something. That it is. Alright, well, we got some weird clipping here. Oops. Can I not get it? on camera. There you go. Look at that. Magic water. It just stops dead in its tracks. Right there. Right, but what we could do is we could edit barrier and just go like that. The question is, does that work? Oops. Will that like work as a barrier, or is that now, or does it have to like go the whole distance? Well, we'll have the whole distance on the other side. This is not the right. This is, never mind. I'm just derping. How does it? How is things made up here, over here? This is a fairly decent sized closure, though. And it goes along quite a ways, as far as I can tell. There's some divide here somewhere I'm just not seeing. I don't know. I don't know. Right, but like the reason why I'm kind of eager on this is would mean our first animals in the flippin' zoo. That would be nice to get those birds in there. There's birds here, in case you didn't know. All right. Well, we could what happens here now? Right, stop moving about. On the what? Oh shoot. Right. This inside the cave here actually has to do a little bit more finesse there, because the path kind of goes off like to the side here. Right. Which I could probably do if I could just smooth the terrain out a little bit. Right, path. There you go. Get rid of that and smooth the terrain. Are we smoothing anything at all? No. Because the water's there and the barrier's there, so nothing is getting smoothed right now. Is it the barrier or is it the water that's keeping the smoothing away? Let's get rid of both. You know it works now, so we can work on more jolly things, I suppose. Right, there you go, and smoothing tool, please. Because we could kind of fake it a little bit more by making the angle of attack here from the entrance a little bit, you know, angled. Let's dial this back a little bit further, like so. Well, maybe we're a little bit aggressive there, Chief. Smooth. We did something along these lines. Can I get a path in here? That'd be beautiful. Could do that. Terrain to uneven. Is there not some way to like tell you to flatten terrain? Oh, see there, that's beautiful right there, I think. And we'll just have to or to do that now. Then up, yeah. Yes, please. All right, life is solved, I think. I should have clicked that a million miles ago. Go and get these down. Right, that's gonna be the cave entrance at some point. You need to obviously fix it all up, but there's, you know, a lot of new people in the stream, so I figured we would go through what's been done so far in the Animal Kingdom Recreation Project, which moves along a lot slower than I anticipated and wanted. Now this is some of this changes as, you know, Disney kind of updates it and changes their ways of doing things. These are kind of the security desks They should have been a bit further away. But by the time I realized that, I'd already built all of it. So, yeah, not moving it now. Now, in here, we got the Rainforest Cafe. Which, well, it's functional, but it's not... doesn't look like any Rainforest Cafe I've ever been to on the inside. Then over here, of course, we got sort of like a... is it called a groove? Like, it's a somewhat nice area to walk through. And you got your ticketing desks, 3 of them to be exact, right here. Then we got, I believe that's guest relations. Is one of these sides are guest relations. One is a souvenir shop, I believe. Map stands, some flora and good stuff. Just ignore this. This was my initial attempt at building the Tree of Life over there. Then moving along here, we're about to, well, I want to say about to work on the cave here, but we're miles away from actually doing anything with it. So, but that's might potentially be our first actual animals in this thing, which probably has been worked on. Can we see that? Like, if I go here, can I see how long it's been worked on? No. It would be nice to know, like, how long have you spent on this specific zoo? Can I see it maybe in here? Zoo overview. Hours spent. No, nowhere. All right, graph. No. Time spent? No. Well, we're in year 116, and I play most of the time in post, so that should say something in and of itself. Unless we start at like year 115. All right, let's try and do some work on the cave here. That's fairly solid. And oh, well, the angle of attack there is actually quite angled, so might be saved here. Might just be saved. What we could do, though, is we could dial the thickness of this down a bit. I don't think it's actually all that steep. That just, no, there you go. Oops. Get that in, and dial that back to 4. What? There we are. All right. Beautiful. No! Holy smokes. Scared myself. Senseless. All right. Do we work on the floor first? Or the rock formations? Let's go back a little bit here. All right. Rock formation. Go fairly tall right from the off. All right. Make sure. Temperate, sure. We need something bigger. Like that one, yes. Up, and there you go. Right, so we'll detail the rocks in a bit. Right now we're just getting the kind of shape of it, right? And then we'll go back and we'll add various different rocks, various different shapes, and it will all be good. It will look a lot different than it does at this very moment. Beautiful. And then it kind of angles over a bit, has a little bit of an overhang of rocks. Let's I don't know. Grab this one maybe? No. You, yes. And whirl axis. Thank you. Doesn't really look all too natural right there. I mean, we'll get some flora in there as well. Can I like eat a bit with this one? maybe. To angle that a bit more. I should be a mastermind at this point with rocks. There's been a lot of them, but that's not the case yet. All right, that one will add some texture. Not too worried about the bottom path here, because that will be hidden away by some flowers, hopefully. And the piece that's not hidden away by flowers will be, we'll attack them one at a time after that, I think. There we go, and get this thing in there as well. You're just making the ridges smaller. That's not what you want to do. You got to get some stuff going on that way as well. Yes. Alright, you know what? The rocks here look hideous. We need to come back at some point and redo them. Right now, we'll move on to the wrong one. To the flora here. What kind of flowers do we have? We have the ferns. Sure. Place some of those along here. Nettle? No. Nope. Again, no, but I like the leaves in this one. Again, without the flowers, it would have been beautiful. Like that. We're still in the temperate biome. That's why you don't get all those stuffs. There we go. That's more like it. I suppose. Lady Fern already gone ahead with those a couple of times. Ooh, yes. See, again, no flowers. Perfect. With flowers, not as perfect. But I suppose it adds a little bit of color, so we'll just accept it, I suppose. That will be fine. Where's my vines? Does that live under trees for some reason? Maybe it is a tree. I don't know. I don't know these things. Again, no. What's that? Bracken. Oh! Here we go. All right. Then that was not really all that well textured. Does something like that would work? There we are. What's this? Nope. No. What are you? You're, well, you'd work out here, but we haven't gotten that yet far yet. Here we go. Just to fill in like the standard vanilla kind of grassy color. There. Where are my vines at? I had them before. I know they live. I know they exist. Somewhere in here. Hey, Andrew. Well, thank you. I was actually away from all of YouTube for a while. No particular reason, really. But yeah, I do love making this. It just takes a lot of time. Seeing how you're commenting on how you were excited to see when it continues. This is this is as far as we've gotten. This is the I'm not sure how familiar you are with the Animal Kingdom, but there's like iguana exhibit here. This is work in progress. I very often when I build stuff like this, I make like a rough sketch of it, then I like leave it alone for a little bit, get some ideas on how to tackle it, and then come back to it later on. And that's the same kind of feel we're going for here. You also want to get onwards to kind of the or to Discovery Island. Is that the one that's right across the bridge here? Just to have different kind of environments to work on as well at any given time. But this is going to take, I mean, this Animal Kingdom might be done next year sometime, so it's going to take quite a while. And I'll probably try to cut this up somehow, depending on how much progress we make, and make a video out of it that's a little bit more chewable, because that requires me to remove my face somehow, or just keep it in there, speaking differently than the voice, but we'll see. Get some kind of vine kind of thingies in here. Ooh, stuff we were looking for earlier. Kind of like get a decent angle. There we go. There we are. At least a little bit of greenliness in there, but it needs a lot more. A lot more. I had more vines than this. Right, and then can I, if I did something like that maybe and angle you downwards? Bob. I think we need another rock coming up above here, maybe, just to kind of give something for the floor to kind of hang off of, perhaps. Yeah, I think kind of rock face there. Do well. Nature rocks. And all the way down we go. Tundra, temperate, there you go. We did that? No, wait. Or no. That and down. Kind of fill in some of that gap. Like there. Yeah. I'm getting kind of tired of working with the rocks now. But you know, we can't really skip ahead either because I don't know what kind of space we'll need until we actually get over to the other side there. See, I kind of want it coming too long. That's kind of short, but it's very dense. Would like something that's not so dense. Kind of, there we go. That could do. Could do well. Beautiful, and there we are, and down. Let's try and angle it a little bit more, and yeah, something. It's very dense at the root of it. I'm necessarily digging that. I might fake it though with something like would that work? Well, kinda. Same time, kinda no. Possibly. But it looks like there's some kind of tree kind of hanging over there, so we might fake that as well with no, not that one. Not the right kind of leaves. That would be more like it. Kind of hanging over like this. It kind of looks like it's coming from some kind of tree-esque scenario back there. Might raise it up and see if we can find some kind of short kind of tree. Maybe the dead vines could give us the root for it. Possibly. We'll leave those there for now. That was very major. Yeah, we'll leave that there, and then we'll see if we can't fake it with the dead roots, dead vines. Yeah, I think this will work. I do believe this might just work. Oops. Maybe. If you dial that down a little bit. And deselect it. Yeah, well. Better. We're getting places. What's what here? World axis and like that. We'll need the dead vines. Get rid of that again. Nature and dead vines. Well, what have we here? Oh, well, we did something that would stick out everywhere, though. All right, so that's not an option. Copy that. Would have been great though, because that would have kind of given us random places to put the the leaves as well. This is a small one, relatively small. Flip that around and are we on world axis? No, we're not. Go and bring that over. In. Further and split. Red axis. Not again. Yeah, sure. Sure, I'll accept it for now. Ooh. Right, and then we're coming over to the other side of the here eventually. Need a tree sticking out there. Is it only one tree? Yeah, one tree between here and there. All right. Tree hereabouts. What kind of tree is it? A really big tree. I don't think we have those. Alright, we'll use a palm or something because that kind of obscures a lot. What kind of tree is that? Nope. Fern tree? Well, no. Also no. Where is palm trees? I think I looked at that. What are you? No. You? Again, no. Interesting thing. I mean, this kind of looks like it, but it's too short and it's got the wrong kind of leaves. Which, I mean, there are limits to how picky one can be, I suppose, but at the same time, if I can't find something that close or remotely resembles the look we're going for, I'm just picking something that kind of fits the vibe, in my own humble opinion. I might actually do ish. Put it over here for now. It doesn't fit the theme, but it like kind of gives off the right vibe, I think. That might be better, but the roots there are just insane. And if you get rid of the roots, you're halfway up the tree there. So, what if I scooched you over and sunk you down? And kind of angle you a little bit outwards. Will that work? Might do. Might work. We'll leave it in for now. I'd love to find something that works better. Like, can we? That's the question. I mean, a couple of these would work. Kind of feels more right. But, just because it feels more correct doesn't necessarily mean it's more correct, right? Jade, ironweed, bush. No. Common ash, no. I mean, coconut palm could do. I mean, that's kind of tall. The trunk isn't that thick though, which kind of ruins it a bit. Put it there for now. feel like the coconut vine definitely fits the mood of the area more than whatever tree that was. I think we might just go with a couple of coconut palms. You know, instead of the one tree, we'll fake it a little bit, put a couple just to make it look more, give it more, give it more weight, because that's the way you speak about these things, right? If I were to angle you a little bit like that and spin you world axis, spin you around a bit, go that way. There's only one tree there in reality, but here it's going to be a couple. And I'll have to, I mean, I spent probably 4 or 5 hours on just the facade on the Rainforest Cafe over there. So I'm, like, the rock face here, I'm going to have to do that between, I'll do that, like, in between stuff, because it's kind of repetitive, kind of just a lot of just small, minute details. Right, now we'll nature and just put a couple more greeneries here. This one? No, wait. That one. Yes. The really good filler, this one. It doesn't add much character, but because it's so full, it kind of fills in a lot of blank spaces. Right, and it kind of, oops, didn't mean to duplicate it. Here we are, beautiful. And then, how about maybe a couple of, well, these ones, maybe? Put one hereabouts somewhere, like that. Maybe one on this side as well. Here we go. There we go. What else do we got? We got some. We could bring one of these along. Add some color. Not a lot of color there. I mean, it's more of a filler material, I think. The stuff alongside the rock face there, but still, you know, right? Some such thing as this. I don't know. Might work. Might just work. And then we'll move along to the other side of the entrance there. Kind of, all right. Okay, so it's not that big of a... And now we're moving around in Google Maps again. All right, get a little bit more over. There we go. All right, so it's not that, like, it's not that wide between here and the exit. But then again, the way I've done it, because I've screwed up at this point, is we might need to fake it, make it a little longer than it actually is, just because this needs to be more or less center when we cross the bridge over here. Right, and if I were to go to satellite view real quick on Google Maps there, can I get the roads in, please? Go. Right, the other one seems like the other side over here. It seems to be curved more than it is on this side. We could fake that by starting it off a little bit more angled inwards. It's not great. It's not brilliant, but it might be a way to fake it, and also extending this side a little bit. I think we'll do it that way. Yep. I think we'll go ahead and we'll make this a little bit longer than it actually is. Get rid of those. There you go, and there you go, and then Going back to 6. No, that's 8. It's the interior one. That's 6. There we go. And actually, you should be angled more so that we can get more of a kind of a resting spot, like in between as you exit the cave structure, kind of a resting spot, and then crosses the bridge. Right. So do we stretch it even further than that? It's gonna be a long stretch of stuff right there. But okay. Dial it all the way back. Let's get rid of that and make that wider. Make that like 8. What's the 10? Yeah, make it 10. And the cave will sort of exit here. And we got like a flower and tree kind of item here. And then some benches and stuff here. How will it look over here? Yeah, it feels more or less accurate. Then we got like a little round thing there. Is that the same thing? No. Alright, so that's on its own. Is that that's not connected, right? That's a lot of just rock face over here. Right? So well, I mean, we're not that far off right now, so you know, if we can make this work, then mission accomplished, sort of. The thing is, I kind of want to get it straight off here, and then across the river. I believe that's more or less accurate, and then we can kind of fake it with some kind of middle thing here, I suppose. I did that, and can we make that work? No? A little bit further away. See, that will work though. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, so to speak. Let's grab you, duplicate, and put that here. Put it there, and then we'll you know, reorganize it a little bit. Further down, much further down. There, and angle it a little bit. Further up again. Right, so it needs to be that height in order to work. Well. Well, we'll, as I said, we'll repurpose it so it will be fine. Is that going to be the middle thing, or is that going to be the exit from the cave? I think that will be over there. So this might actually be fine-ish. But it doesn't have the... Alright, so it doesn't have the rocks around it, so we might as well just get rid of that and rebuild it from scratch. No! Oh, shoot. I was going to use it for the cave exit, not the... It's like a flowery thingy here abouts. We'll move that there, and then have like the cave exit behind it. So in here, and rocks, and temperate, which is far down. Alright, so we'll have the cave exit will be sort of there. Again, just outlining it, and then at some point we'll come back and redo it. This actually goes all the way out to the road. Right? Does it do that all the way? Yes, it does. Alright. So, about there, and give me some more of these. And then the area here will be maybe if I were to move that over a little bit for a moment, could I get? Yes, I could. Well, I don't want it like that. No. And let's see. Yeah, here we go. Ish. Oh, that's something I liked. Maybe like that. And we'll move the cave exit a little bit. What's up with that? Holy smokes. Alright, get rid of... No! Alright, terrain, smooth action, path, get rid of that, and that. And terrain and smooth. You know what, can I like redo it to the point where the paths were like they were? I can, right. If I click away, that will be fine. Terrain, smooth. Just try and even Steven out this part here a little bit so we can get the road in, or the path in. Yep. Right, what if I not, alright. Then you can't connect up anywhere. Ah, dang it. See, and then it won't connect. Why? Dial the length back, minimum, and how about now? Why can I not? Oh. Alright, then that will be kind of the centerpiece. Or not centerpiece, might be stretching it, but the there's like a flower bed kind of thing kind of going on there. Not really a flower bed, but it's something. What was the name of those bamboo something, I think? Bamboo. There we go, fountain bamboo. It just needs to be like a filler kind of element in there, right? There we go. It's just the actual thing is very dense, and I'm not sure what else to use than like these things in order to make it feel dense, right? So we're going with it for now, I think. What kind of trees can we go with? Nuts, palms? No, it doesn't really oh, what's the other? We can just go palm. There we go. And add a couple of these in just for character. For these ones. Hard Knock Life. Good choices. Something like that, and then we need the sign, which will have to be custom made, and the lamppost, right? Over here, though, we keep it. Edit it. Right. Then we'll just grab a few of these rocks here, like these ones. Take those out here. Thank you. No. Oops. Right. No. These ones. Yes. Flip from building. Then we'll go ahead and delete this one. That. Now the rocks here aren't actually, well, they start out as sort of like a solid, and then they kind of dissipate a little bit. They're not like one straight line anymore. They're just they're not a solid line. They're more of a, oops, rolled relative. They're more spread apart. Give me that one. Spread that out a little bit, and then grab that. Down you go, son. Beautiful. And the dark one. Not the last one. That's that one. You just have a repeating pattern already. Might as well try and mix it up a little bit. Use this one then. Couple that's like line just for added mix it up a little bit. Oh wait, dark one. That's the one you got there. Where's the that one? Yeah, that's different. Good. Good, good. Get you along. Come here. Right into about thereabouts. Got one on the other side as well, and bring that along. Put that sort of there, and maybe a little bit in between here, like that. Good stuff. We should try and find some way to like hide away this a little bit. Maybe we can find some kind of dirt-like substance, some sort. Grab these two and bring it over here, around. And there we go. Good stuff. Now we need some flora and trees in there, but other than that, we should be golden. Should be absolutely solid. I think we're gonna wrap it up there for today. If you enjoyed this one, though, be sure to give it a massive like, massive thumbs up. If you have any thoughts on how to continue from here, be sure to let me know down below in the comment section. If there's something they feel is particularly off, you know where it lives as well. this is the park so far. There's a lots to do. We haven't even gotten to the real actual part of it yet. So there's yeah, this is still the entrance area. So good stuff. Good stuff. We have our first kind of enclosure done though. So I mean, we could have the iguanas could have lived on a custom-made exhibit. We could have had our first animal in there. But other than that, there's we're far away from finished. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I've been Average. You've been absolutely awesome, and I'll see you next time. There you go.